Jews as child killers. Anti-Semitic incitement from the Middle Ages, to Ali Abunimah. As the Anti-Defamation League explains, the blood libel, also called the ritual murder charge, is a centuries-old false allegation that Jews murder Christians, especially Christian children, to use their blood for ritual purposes, like in the baking of matzah, the unleavened bread used at Passover, or for the hamantishen, pastries eaten on Purim. It was also popular to claim that the wine Jews drink at the Passover Seder was actually blood. Scholars have documented about 100 blood libels from the 12th to the 16th century. Many resulted in massacres of Jews. The blood libel was also used to incite against Jews after the Middle Ages, most notably by the Nazis. To this day, the blood libel remains a popular theme in the Arab media. But blood libel cartoons can also still be found in the Western media, accusing Israeli politicians of wantonly killing Palestinians for their own cynical political purposes. The very real dangers Israel faces due to Palestinian terrorism are ignored or downplayed. What is also completely ignored is the fact that for decades, Palestinians have endangered their children by training them from an early age as child soldiers, encouraging them to take part in violent demonstrations, terror attacks, and military confrontations with Israel. But Palestinians are well aware that Israeli soldiers don't want to hurt children. One example is a 1985 interview with the Egyptian paper Al-Akram, where the prominent Palestinian cartoonist Nagi El-Ali first decried Israel's 1982 campaign against Palestinian terror groups in Lebanon, but then he boasted, "I saw for myself how afraid the Israeli soldiers were of the children." A child of 10 or 11 had sufficient training to carry and use an RPG rifle. The situation was simple enough. The Israeli tanks were in front of them and the weapon was in their hands. The Israelis were afraid to go into the camps, and if they did, they would only do so in daylight. The lie that Israeli soldiers and politicians enjoy and benefit from wantonly killing Palestinian children is just a modern version of the medieval blood libel. Veteran anti-Israel activist Ali Abunimah has promoted this updated version of the blood libel for many years. Abunimah works hard to poison the minds of his more than 77,000 Twitter followers by endlessly repeating blood libel-style accusations that Israel wantonly kills and murders Palestinian children. But Abunimah's fans are all too eager to help him promote his vicious lies by retweeting and liking the blood libels he never tires of posting. Nothing illustrates Abunimah's anti-Semitism better than the fact that he blames Israel, even when Palestinians die from cold or are killed by Egyptian soldiers. Abunimah maligns Israeli politicians who have made far-reaching peace proposals to the Palestinians as mass killers of Gaza babies. Abunimah also demonizes Zionism as based on hatred of Palestinians, especially their babies. The obsessive hatred Abunimah feels for Israel is also reflected in vulgar and bizarre reactions to other Twitter users. In his efforts to promote modern versions of the blood libel, Abunimah can also count on support from his electronic Intifada colleagues. In view of the endless stream of Abunimah's blood libel-style vilification of Israel and its army, He must be considered as one of the foremost purveyors of this age-old anti-Jewish calumny in the 21st century. But needless to say, Abunimah doesn't like being called out for his blatant anti-Semitism. Thank you for watching. And please help spread the word. To fight today's anti-Semitism, that targets the world's only Jewish state, with the same calumnies used for centuries to incite Jew hatred.